So, good morning everyone. This is the group 12 and we are here to report about the failure, maintenance and rehabilitations of railway and railroads. So, first we deal with the failures of transportation infrastructures or railway transportation. So, failures in railroad and railway transportation infrastructures usually happen when parts of system tracks, signals, trains, or management don't work properly. So, there are different types of failures. So, first, we have track failure. Track failures occurs when components of railway track system becomes damaged or misaligned. So, possibly the railway itself ma misaligned because of intense heat or external damages or being worn out. So, the track system consists of rails, sleepers, fasteners, and ballast. When any of these components fail, train may derail or operate unsafely. So, common causes includes cracked or broken rails, worn out and rotten sleepers. So, the wooden planks that supports the rails, so loose fasteners or spikes, or poor ballast supports on tracks misalignment. So number two, or the second type of failures, would be the signals and communication failures. So the railway signaling system controls train movements and ensures safe distance between trains. So the operator uh, operates all the railways. So we all know that the same railroad have different branches. So same trains use the same railway, but they go to a different, what do we call this, a different way by changing the railway itself or the track itself. So these examples includes malfunctioning signal lights because it's very dangerous, failures of automatic train control systems, communication breakdown between station and drivers, and faulty electronic signaling equipment. So the third type of failures would be the railway structures, such as bridge or structural failures, such as bridge, tunnels, and platforms are designed to support the trains and passengers safely. Over time, these structures may weaken due to aging, corrosion, or heavy loads. So, common causes na nino, would be the bridges or the tunnels because of earthquakes or something like that. The structure may collapse over time. So, examples include bridge collapse or structural weakening, tunnel cracks or water leakage if the railway is underwater. So, platform structural damages or foundation instability. So, this often happens when there's an earthquake.
For number 4, we have rolling stock failures. Rolling stock refers to the train themselves, including locomotives, passenger coaches, and freight wagons. Mechanical or technical problem with these vehicles can disrupt operation and cause accidents. We have, for example, for number 1, failure is brake system failure. Number 2, engine and power system malfunction, wheel or axle defect, door or coupling failures, mostly failures in train transportation. For number 5, we have human errors. Human errors. Human errors occur when railway staff or train operator makes mistake that affect train operation. Despite advanced technology, human involvement remains a critical factor in railway safety. Human error example, we have for also example for number 1, we have driver misjudgment or fatigue. sa kondisyon ng driver. For number 2, incorrect switching of railways track. Mamiscommunicate yapon malay ang kuan pagsabot nga dalan din again. Tapos number 3 is miscommunication between dispatchers and operators. Kasi lang sa number 2. Number 4, failure to follow safety procedures. And for number 6, we have environmental failures. Natural environmental condition can damage railway infrastructure or disrupt operation. Weather and geological events are common contributors to railway failures. For example, flooding that washes away the track or ballast, landslide covering railway lines and other roads. Number 3, extreme heat causing rail expansion and track bulking. Number 4, earthquake damaging tracks or structures. And for the last, number 7, maintenance and management failures. Poor maintenance practices or ineffective management can lead to infrastructure deterioration when inspections are delayed or repair are neglected. Small problems can develop into major failures. For example, lack of routine track inspection, delayed repair of damaged components, insufficient funding for maintenance programs, and last is poor safety management policies.
Maintenance of transportation infrastructure. Railway transportation infrastructure plays a vital role in moving passengers and goods safely and efficient to ensure continuous operations and prevent accident. Regular maintenance of railway system is essential. Maintenance involves inspecting, repairing, and upgrading various components such as track signaling systems, train and supporting structures. Proper maintenance improves safety, reliability, and the lifespan of the railway infrastructure. Number 1. Lack of regular maintenance. The failure to perform routine inspections and timely repairs of railway components such as rail sleepers, ballast, and signaling systems, leading to deterioration, safety risks, and potential disruptions. Minor defects such as cracks, potholes, and rail misalignments are not addressed early. Routine activities like cleaning, drainage system, and replacing on components are neglected, leads faster deterioration and higher repair costs over time. 2. Weak inspection and monitoring. The inability to conduct regular, accurate, and systematic change of railways, track structures, and system, resulting in undetected defects that can lead to safety hazards and operational failures. Inspections are infrequent, not properly documented. Over-reliance manual methods increases the risk of human error. Lack of modern technologies like sensors, automated systems, delay detection of hidden defects. Number 3. Poor planning and funding. The lack of effective long-term maintenance strategies and insufficient financial support, leading to delayed repairs, inadequate upgrades, and declining railway safety and performance. Limited budget allocation for maintenance compared to new construction. Absence terms, maintenance plans, and preventive strategies. Result delay in repairs and temporary or ineffective solutions. Number 4. Inefficient management system. The presence of poor coordination, weak decision-making process, and a lack of organized data or asset management, resulting in delayed maintenance actions, misallocation resources, and reduced operational efficiency. Poor coordination among agencies and maintenance teams. Lack of centralized data or asset management system causes slow decision-making and misallocation of resources.
rehabilitation of transportation infrastructure. Ano ang rehabilitation ng transportasyon? Ito ay proseso ng pagkukumpuni, pag-upgrade at pagpubuti ng mga kalsada at riles ng tren upang una, maging mas ligtas, maging maayos ang daloy. Pangatlo, tumagal ang serbisyo. Ginawa ito kapag ang infrastruktura ay nasira na dahil sa tagal ng paggamit, kalamidad, o kakulangan sa maintenance. Mga uri ng rehabilitasyon sa riles ng tren. Una, track rehabilitation o pag-aayos ng riles. Ito ang pinaka-importante dahil dito dumadaan ang tren. Una, rail replacement. Pinapalitan ang sirang riles. Pangalawa, track realignment. Inaayos ang pagkakalinya ng riles. Pangatlo, track leveling o tamping. Inaayos ang taas para maging pantay. Pangalawa, sleeper, tie o rehabilitation. Ang sleeper ang sumusuporta sa riles. Una, pinapalitan ang sirang kahoy o luma. Pangalawa, ginagawang concrete para mas matibay. Pangatlo, tinitiyak ang tamang pagitan at ayos. 4. Structural rehabilitation para sa mga tulay at tunnel. Una, pag-aayos o pagpapalakas ng tulay. Pangalawa, pagkukumpuni ng bitak at tagas. Pangatlo, pagpapalakas ng pundasyon. Panglimang uri ng rehabilitation. Ang panglima, drainage system improvement. Ano nga ba ang drainage system improvement? Ito ay para maiwasan ang pagbaha at paghina ng pundasyon. Una, paglagay ng maayos na drainage. Pangalawa, paglinis ng baradong daluyan ng tubig. Pangatlo, pag-iwas sa pag-ipon ng tubig sa paligid ng riles. Pang-anim na uri ng rehabilitasyon, signal at communication upgrades. Ano nga ba ang signal at communication upgrades? Ito ay para sa mga ligtas at mas maayos na operasyon. Una, pagpapalit ng mga lumang signal system. Pangalawa, paglalagay ng automated control system. Pangatlo, mas maayos na komunikasyon ng tren at istasyon. Pangpitong uri ng rehabilitasyon, electrification and modernization. Ito ay pagbabago ng gamit o modernong teknolohiya. Una, paglalagay ng electric power system. Pangalawa, pagpapalit ng diesel train sa electric train. Pangatlo, paggamit ng makabagong teknolohiya. Bakit nga ba mahalaga ang rehabilitasyon? Ang rehabilitasyon ng riles ay importante o mahalaga sa atin para sa ating kaligtasan, bilis at tibay ng transportasyon. Ginagawa ito para maiwasan ang aksidente at mapabuti ang serbisyo sa mga pasahero.